Welcome back to the Antique FANatic. Today we got a special treat for you. We're going to take a look at this. It is a backlit fluorescent advertising piece. And for those of you that know about fans, you know what Robbins and Myers is. Those that don't, Robbins and Myers was a fan manufacturer out of Springfield, Ohio. They also made water pumps. And this obviously is from that side of the business. This thing looks like it was submerged in water for a very long time. Kind of ironic. And I have very little hope that I can bring it back around. The cord's shot and I can hear rust inside of it. But, you know, that's what we do. We try to fix broken things. Hopefully I won't electrocute myself, but we'll get in here and see if there's something that we can do to bring this back around. I thought you might like that. If it lights up, it's going to be amazing. I know that. So let's see. Don't get your hopes up too high though. As you can tell, it's got some age and everything to it. I would say 40s or 50s on this piece, but let's flip it around. Yeah, that's not a great sign. And I was able to get one of these out, one of the starters. These are starters for fluorescence. This one doesn't want to come out at all. So we're going to try to take this thing apart and maybe see if we can get it disassembled enough. Yeah, you can see the rust. This thing has had water. And the more I look at it, this isn't terrible. This is actually a wrinkle finish, kind of like the fans, the Emerson fans, the 7.7 series. But this is bad. These clips for hanging it are rusted so bad they don't even flip anymore. So what I thought I'd do, I'll turn you around so you can actually see me. I'm gonna get some of the holiest of holy sprays and maybe give it just a squirt. But before I do that, I'm gonna answer the telephone. I'll be right back, I promise. I'm back. Let's see. I'm gonna try not to go crazy with this, but I may need to just let these soak. Yep. Just put a little, oh, yeah, I'm going crazy with it. This also works as an air freshener. I don't know if y'all have tried this. That's a joke if you didn't know that. Yeah. If you want your house to smell like a shop, that's the ticket. And before you ask, yes, I'm going to try to go ahead and take it apart. Whatever screws I can get to come out, I will take out. But I'm just doing a little bit of, wow, a little cloud of dust came off of that. I'm starting to wonder if perhaps it's unholy. So let's start with, see how this thing comes apart. Oh yeah, that's lots of dust. Oh my goodness. Look at this. What we used to say? Grody? That's definitely grody. We'll try to get this piece of glass out and not destroy. Oh my goodness. Right. This should lift straight out, and we'll get it out of the way so we can clean one side of it because it's painted on the back. Obviously, that's the part we don't want to disturb. Check it out. That's not a leaf, is it? That's some kind of tape. We'll see if we can get these tubes out. Check them out. Come over here and let's look inside real good. Get a scope. Okay, this white piece here, that's the reflector. And we got T12s. Cool white. Those should come out pretty easy. Let me say that and I'll bust one of them wide open. Those over there. I've had this thing for a week or two, but I've just been so busy traveling, I haven't had time to get into it. Being as that the turrets are in good shape, I'm optimistic. Well, if I can get the blasted thing out of here. Alright, sitting you down. Need both hands, I think. Hoping these bolts are still good, because I don't know if I can find these anymore. Okay, pins are bent. Look at that. We can straighten that out, hopefully. Definitely have to before we go back in here. Alright. Gross. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this bottom piece off of here. Man, that thing is filthy. I know one thing, I'm going to need a nut driver. Because this reflector's held on by 4 of these. I need a tetanus shot. There you go. That thing sprang up there like it wanted out. It's possessed, I'm telling you. I'm really excited. The ballasts are not exploded. That's ballasts, in case y'all didn't know. I was really hoping those would be in good shape. This wiring right here is the original, the cord, and it's toast. Now this is some kind of an insulator to insulate from the back of the metal. So I'm going to have to figure out what I need to replace that. These are the starters. And I need to probably take those loose so I can pull that out and soak that other starter with some of the spray. Let's go ahead and undo these. If you collect thin tubes of glass with toxic chemicals in them, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of our hazardous adventures. Boom. It's been twisted and beat up. Alright, we may need to get some new starters. I'm definitely going to need some assistance from some intelligent fluorescent folks. So I'm going to pause the video, take some pictures, do some research, and see what needs to happen from here. Stay tuned, kiddos. Okay, I went ahead, excuse me, probably breathed in way too much rust and dust. Yep. I'm optimistic, way more than I was when I started, that this is going to go pretty well. I think it's just a matter of, I'm leaving this like it is right now, so I've kind of got a roadmap. Went ahead and took a picture so I know how the wiring goes. And I think it's, this wiring's not too bad. It's this stuff. This has been replaced at some point. This whole cloth covered stuff is not the best. So we're going to have to be real sure that we touch this up right. And once I get this, you know, in a place where I can take it out and I'm confident I can put it back, I'm going to take all this out and then I'm going to clean this cabinet and, you know, then we'll start slapping it back together. Probably should test it first, but that's no fun. I feel like it's going to work. It's going to be good. So I'm going to sign off for now and do some thinking. See you soon. I'm back sooner than I thought I would be. This is just getting the best of me. I'm curious if this flap right here can be laid over. I think I just tore up some more of the, that was already that way. That's a good sign that I'm not going to be able to move that. So I'm going to leave this alone before I flake any more off of it. Okay, I'm finally back out in the shop. I've got a lot to do today, but I'm going to take 2 seconds because I'm trying to prioritize the work that I have. We're back on the Robbins and Meyer sign, and this is where we left it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to disassemble the electrical part, take that out, and then I can take this thing, the metal cabinet, I'm going to take it out. I was going to repaint it, but I think I'm just going to clean it really good and soak it down in the holy spray and see what that looks like. I think it'll do good and it'll retain the patina, well, the rust. It'll minimize the rust. Anyway, we're going to do that, and that way that can be baking out in the sun. I got to mow the yard because we got storms coming in again, and I'm just going to try to get as much done today as I can. So let's get after it. I thought I'd bring you out here and you can watch me fumble my way through disassembling this. I'm going to try to keep up with the hardware and where it goes so that I know what nuts go, what bolts go to the starters, what goes to the ballasts, and then goes to the end caps for the fluorescent bulbs. And I got new bulbs and new starters. So let's get with it and get this done so I can get out there and mow the yard. Okay, there it is. And you can see why I wanted to get this out, because this is going to have to be, I don't know if there's enough metal left here holding hands to make this thing last, but I'm hoping it will be. I'm going to take this out, knock the dirt off of it, or the rust rather, and then I'm going to get busy soaking it down with the holy spray. No disrespect. Okay, I'm back. All right, here goes the magic. Look at that. Ooh, that should be cologne. Okay, that's nasty. Put a little bit more on the inside. That seems to be where the rust was worse. Well, I'll wipe it down later, get some of the excess out, but sun and holy spray tend to work very well together. Let it dry, let it soak, and it'll be good. Hold on, I'm gonna wipe my hands off. Put all the hardware in a cup. All right, now I gotta put on my mowing hat, you know, figuratively, and get out there and do that. So I'll be back later after this is done for rewiring, reassembly. So, you know, y'all take a break because I'm gonna go do something else. Okay folks, I flipped the coin to decide what I was going to do tonight, and of course I'm out here in the shop, as you can well see. So tonight what we're going to do is we're returning to this Robbins and Meyer lighted sign. I'm going to go through and replace some of this wiring that's old on this wiring harness. I think I remember how everything goes together. I think these go on the left side, this goes on the right. So I'm going to start systematically eliminating these pieces and put a new power cord on there, fish that through. Then I'm going to attach everything back to the back of this thing. I'm going to try to insulate the bottom of these with some friction tape so that there's no arcing between the metal case. I think there used to be some old tape in here that was for that purpose, but I'm going to tackle that in a minute. I hear a bug flying around, so I hope it's just a fly and not a wasp. Anyway, let's get busy. No time like the present. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is this has got some rust on it, so I'm going to try to clean that off real gently and make something that will apply, that the paint will stick, or the tape rather will stick to. I want that to be able to adhere, and I'll just wrap the tape around, probably a couple pieces. I'm going to do the wiring first and then put the tape on right before I attach it. So let's just be quick about this. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Now, I've got this wire that my buddy gave me, so I'm going to cut some pieces and just start replacing until I get it done. So, sit back, enjoy some popcorn, and we'll get this knocked out. Try this nut. This way it won't pull through the back of the sign. Okay. Now the other end of the power cord will go here. So we've got to undo this horrific wiring job. I'm excited. I really hope this works. I've put a lot of effort into this thing. Okay, now how do I get this all back in that case where it goes without jacking it up? Well, first things first, we're going to put some tape on the bottom, across the bottom of these pieces. Hope it sticks, at least long enough to put it together. Clean, wipe all the fingerprints off, and the grease All right, folks, we're really close now. Seeing if we catch the joint on fire or if we got lights. Okay, I got my new bulbs in here. We're gonna get these plugged in and hope they fit. Good old Chinese bulbs, they probably won't fit at all. There they go. I didn't want to spend a lot on this, so I went with the cheapies for now. And they fit in position, because what we got to do is we got new starters that go in here. So I need to plug those in. I'm excited and nervous at the same time, because I don't want to catch anything on fire. But if this works, I'm going to be elated. More Amazon stuff. Okay. Plugging in the next Amazon stuffs. Alright. I got the plug on. Now we got to put the, if I can figure out how it goes together, I'm going to put the plate back together. Okay, it looks a little better than it did. There's the old starters. So I'm going to straighten up and then we're going to give it a test run. So we'll be back with you in just a minute. Well, guess what? It works again. How cool is that? Yeah, I tried not to mess with that lettering. It's very damaged on the inside. But with it all sealed up, it'll prolong it a little bit. And if I just keep it in a climate controlled environment, I think it'll be okay. But okay, so what we did, you saw, we cleaned it, got the rust out for the most part. I think we got all the rust out. There wouldn't be a light left. That's my thinking. New bulbs, Amazon, new starters, new wire, some new wire. Thankfully, the ballasts are still good. I don't know if they'll hold up for very long, so I'm not going to run it forever. But I just wanted to see it light up, and I think it's just a really cool piece. So let's see if we can get some light on the subject a little bit better. We appreciate you stopping by the Antique FANatic. I know I'm unorthodox in my ways, but I'm having fun, and I'd be doing this whether there was a YouTube channel or not. So I'm just, you know, if you ain't got nothing better to do and you want to check out and see something that's destined for the dump come back to life, this is the place for you. And sometimes I hit a home run and sometimes I strike out, but that's life. It is what it is. Anyway, enough rambling. I appreciate your support as always, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of the Antique FANatic. Take care.